There will be something different about Emma Raducanu when she takes to the court in Indian Wells. When Emma Raducanu takes to the court in Indian Wells on Friday, there will be something different about her walk-on. Yes, she's reunited with old mentor Mark Petchey as she continues her journey without a full-time coach. But all eyes will also be on Raducanu's match kit after she signed an exciting deal with Uniqlo, becoming the first and only women's tennis player on their books. It's the second major apparel deal of Raducanu's young career, having previously worn Nike on the court. But the move to Uniqlo has been special for the British #1, who is keen to become something of an innovator for the Japanese brand, being their only ambassador on the WTA Tour. The feeling and the treatment that you get as being the only athlete in a brand's clothes, it's a great feeling, she told The Athletic ahead of her opening match in Indian Wells. As the 25th seed, Raducanu got a bye directly into the second round and will face qualifier Anastasia Zakharova on Stadium 4 on Friday, her first match in Uniqlo kit. A lot has been made of Raducanu's brand deals since her historic US Open win in 2021 made her an overnight superstar. Things feel different with Uniqlo, however. The world number 24 will play an active role in creating her kits, and this feels like a long-term partnership that both parties are excited about. Uniqlo previously sponsored Novak Djokovic and signed Roger Federer in 2019 when his Nike deal expired. Kei Nishikori and wheelchair stars Gordon Reed and Shingo Kunita are also on their tennis roster, while snowboarder Ayumu Hirano, golfer Adam Scott, and actor Cate Blanchett make up the rest of the global ambassador list. But Raducanu is the only female tennis star Uniqlo sponsors, and that comes with its benefits, especially compared to her time at Nike. She continued, "Everything is tailored to you. You feel special, like there's a lot more attention to detail. Just being able to feel like what you're wearing is unique. You feel like it matches you rather than, not everyone has their own kit at Nike. And I think there are so many players that some want to stand out, or they want to have something that fits them or suits them a little bit better, whether that's clothes, whether that's the environment or the support that you get one-to-one." She's not the only tennis star to move away from Nike in recent years. Fellow British #1 Jack Draper moved to Vuori last summer, and stylish American Frances Tiafoe switched to Lululemon at the beginning of 2025. While Raducanu is grateful for everything Nike did for her, leaving the iconic sportswear brand has its perks. Sometimes with bolder patterns or bolder colors and prints, it wasn't necessarily my style. So there's just a little bit of friction maybe internally, but you still wear it and you don't think twice about it, she said. At the recent Australian Open, Raducanu wore the same violet and black dress as Amanda Anisimova and countrywoman Katie Boulter. Madison Keys and Mira Andreeva were among those who wore a very similar neon version. As for her new deal with Uniqlo, Raducanu added, "Since being in these clothes, I feel everything I put on is synonymous with myself." Emma Raducanu split with Francisco Roig in January, but they ran into each other in Indian Wells after Roig found a new player to work with. Emma Raducanu is back in action in Indian Wells, her fourth tournament since she parted ways with Spanish coach Francisco Roig in January. The world number 24 has been traveling with hitting partner Alexis Cantor since splitting from Roig. Raducanu has an extra face in her corner in Indian Wells this week, enlisting the help of Mark Petchey, another one of her former coaches, who was already at the tournament in his role as a Tennis Channel commentator. And Raducanu has already had a run-in with Roig in Indian Wells, as the Spaniard has been spotted working with ADP star Giovanni Petchey Pericard. The Brit maintains a good relationship with Roig despite their recent split and was happy to see him back on tour. "In a way, I think we had a few moments where we weren't agreeing on a few things. Other than that, we still maintain a great relationship, and I've seen him here. It's been great to see a familiar, great face around," the 2021 US Open champion told Sky Sports ahead of her own campaign in the desert. As the number 25 seed, Raducanu received a bye directly into the second round and faces qualifier Anastasia Zakharova on Friday. But Roig's new protégé has already been out on the court and lost in the first round. The big serving, 6'7" French ace suffered a close 6-3-1 to 6-7 to 5 defeat to Kamil Majcrak on Thursday. But he's still taking plenty of positives from his new working relationship with Roig and hopes they will both be in it for the long haul. He's very rigorous about technique, footwork, movement, and footwork. He has a lot of experience, which is what I was looking for. He's coached Rafa, Nadal, Feliciano Lopez, and Raducanu. I'm trying to learn very quickly, and now we'll have time to spend together on the court, Petshi Paracard told L'Equipe. The 22-year-old has been ranked as high as number 29 in the world, and in 2024, he lifted 2 titles and reached the second week of Wimbledon. But he's had mixed results since. Petshi Paracard recently parted ways with longtime coach Emmanuel Planquet and briefly worked with Philippe Dehaze for the Middle East swing, but he's enjoying Roig's refreshing insight. The world number 54 added, "It's a different approach. I was used to the French Tennis Federation, but this is the Spanish way. When a shot isn't working, or even if the shot is good, but the footwork isn't right, he'll tell me. Right now, I'm in a learning phase, learning to move better. Sometimes it's still a bit rough, but I think it will take shape with time. He understood how I play. He saw what I could improve, especially my footwork. There's work to be done, and that's great. It means I have enormous room for improvement."